I've been using the new iPhone 17 Pro Max since launch, and I have some thoughts. If you're still thinking about picking one up or you're waiting for yours to get delivered, hopefully this video will help you out in deciding finally what you're gonna do. Let's start with the design because it sees a lot of changes. So Apple have moved away from titanium finishing this year, and that's because aluminium use now is better for heat dissipation. So we'll talk about that as well when we get to performance, because heat dissipation means better sustained performance when you can take the heat away from the actual circuit board that's in there. Looking on the back, we have ceramic shield 2 on the back as well. So this area here is actually ceramic shield 2, which is really nice. It's good for easy repair as well, which I've seen in some teardowns. And then we look up here, which is where the biggest changes that we see on the iPhone releases so far. We get this area here that they call the Plateau. Apparently they've always called this the Plateau, but it's been used internally for a long time. But now we actually get to hear it in a public facing manner. What's interesting about this is the antenna. So what you see straight away is the antenna bands on the side, but also around this plateau area is the antenna band wrapping around that plateau, which is interesting because it just means better performance alongside that new C1X chip that we've got in there for all the wireless connectivity. And then we look at the flash there and then the other sensors on the back. Nice and simple. One thing that's been dividing opinions at the moment is this new cosmic blue color. Some people like it, some people don't, but I think it's starting to grow on me. With this aluminium finish, anodized aluminium finish, it allows Apple to play with different color options and what they can do with this. And they've decided to go all out and create this color, which will get people talking. Let me know what you think in the comments below about the color. It's growing on me, especially when you start to accessorize and get this woven cover, the new one, which sits on there just really nicely and just creates a nice contrast. And speaking of this casing as well, we might as well talk about it while I'm here. It's really nice. For the first time, I'm actually using the case on my phone, and it allows you to accessorize as well. So you can see this new lanyard area here, which allows you to attach over shoulder strap, which in London, that's a good thing because phone snatchers are at large. As always, we get all the button placements, so camera control buttons there, the power buttons there as well. And the other side, we have the volume rocker, the action buttons there as well. So, and then SIM card tray. So the SIM card tray depends on which region you are in. So in the UK, we get SIM card tray. In some region, it's gonna be eSIM only. So pick wisely according to what you need. Unlike the iPhone Air with its mono speaker, we get stereo speakers here, so that's a really good thing. And then we move over to the front of the device because we get some stuff here as well. We get a brighter display, so it used to be 2000 nits of peak brightness, I believe, but now we get 3000 nits of peak brightness for outdoor use. For the display, we get 6.9-inch display and it's 2868 by 1320. It has ProMotion support as well, so you're talking 1 to 120 Hertz. And so far so good, so when I'm outdoors in bright sunlight situations, this does really well. Performs really well, outperforms what you get on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, for example. If you haven't seen that comparison, make sure you check out that video as well. What you'll also get is this new ceramic shield 2 cover, which Apple says they've improved in terms of scratch resistance and drop protection as well. So again, we'll put a video on the screen which shows them testing this out. So that means this should be able to withstand more scratches without affecting the display, which is a good thing. Now, I can't really comment on that yet because this is quite fresh, so I'll be able to tell over time if that's actually a thing or not. The new display also has less reflection, but to be honest, it's very subtle. On the front, we also get a new and improved center stage camera. I'm not gonna blab on about tech specs here, but what's interesting here is the way that it works. So we have this button here, which allows you to go fully wide, because what they've done here is place a square sensor in there, which allows you to shoot in different formats without having to actually rotate the whole phone. So you can hold the phone like this and still be able to shoot landscape like so, or you can press this and it goes back to normal. What you could also do is in photos, you can also activate it so it's automatic. So this button that's up there means that this will notice when you have more than one person in shots, and that way it will go all the way up. And then when it knows that you got more people, it go all the way out so you capture everyone. One thing that's also pretty cool with that and having that as a bonus is the fact that now everyone will be looking at the lens when they take selfies. So before, what you get is people holding the camera like this and everyone's looking at all kind of different spots and places when they're trying to shoot selfie shots. But now everyone's gonna be looking at the lens when they need to film. So now, for example, I'm recording on the phone right now using the front-facing camera. And whilst I'm holding it in portrait mode like this, I can still record wide landscape mode. So when we stitch this into this video, when we edit this, you won't notice any difference. My only qualms with this though is the fact that once you start recording there's no option to then change the aspect ratio. So as far as I can tell, if you guys know a way to change this, do let me know. But as far as I can tell, it means I have to stop the video and then reselect the aspect ratio that I want. What would have been good is if they let you just record everything at the same time and then decide afterwards if you want to go in or out. I guess what you can do is when you edit the video, you can adjust the crop or frame aspect ratio after the fact. But what would be nice is whilst I'm recording, I would love to be able to switch between those whilst I'm doing it straight away, which would have been cool. As for the slight table wobble, like you can see there, you can always rely on the case to fix that. So pop that in the case, and you're good to go. So as far as design goes, I like it. I'm still getting used to it. The orange, I'm getting used to it as well. It's something I have to put a case on just to add a bit of contrast to it. It's a bit heavy as well. So this is a heavy device compared to the iPhone Air. So after holding the iPhone Air for a long time, you come back to this and you actually feel the weight just a bit more. It's a bit thick as well. So that's something to bear in mind. So I think this is actually the phone that's really high up there for the Pro level. If you want something that's a bit smaller, then go for the iPhone 17 Pro. And if you want something a bit lighter, maybe consider the new iPhone Air. For performance, they've changed a few things in there as well. So for the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max, you get the new A19 Pro Processor, which basically is a 3nm process, and you get significant updates that's focused on on-device AI acceleration. You got an updated neural engine, and also GPU as well. In fact, Apple says the A19 Pro has a MacBook Pro level of performance. What that means in the real world, I can tell you because I haven't compared them. But as far as Geekbench State scores goes, it scores really highly in both the CPU and GPU as well. It uses a new C1X modem in there as well and N1 chip. And with the C1X, so far so good. I haven't had any dropouts or issues with Wi-Fi connectivity, so good job there. And I think generally there's no issues when it comes to performance at all. So whether it's you gaming, whether it's loading applications, opening apps from the background, all that kind of stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis, you're not gonna have any issues powering your day using the iPhone 17 Pro Max. As for the software, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is running on the latest iOS 26, which we've covered extensively already. But the main thing is you get all the Apple Intelligence features, which is absolutely fantastic. You get live translation, you know, editing photos, emojis, and so much more that you can do with it. Next is the thermo improvements. They've done a lot of work there as well. We have a new Vapour Chamber in there, which keeps things nice and cool. But it's not just that though, it's the use of aluminium as well. So heat dissipation is very important. A new internal Vapour Chamber combined with a copper mesh and integrated into the aluminium chassis efficiently distributes heat away from the SoC, so the A19 Pro that's in there. This basically results in what Apple says, 40% improvement in sustained performance. So this is great for gaming or when you start doing ProRes raw video recording. As for the battery life, performance is really good as well. This has lasted me a whole day and then some. And that's me doing all my social media, emails, day-to-day stuff, gaming, lots of taking photos out and about. And the battery life is really good. Together with that, we get an improvement in charging speed as well. So if you have those 4 to 5 watts and above charging brick, it means you'll be able to charge this up very quickly as well. You still get wireless charging, this is 25 watts. So you can use all your MagSafe accessories and charge this up very quickly. So when it comes to the performance, the battery life, I think this ticks so many boxes for me and it's really high up there. It's really good in those areas with no issues at all. And when it comes to that cooling as well, I know we've talked about all the technical area in terms of Vapour Chamber and all that kind of stuff. But what that means for you though, is basically this stays cool under pressure. So whether it's I'm editing videos on here using iMovie or whatever, it just stays nice and cool. Final Cut Pro using ProRes RAW. Now onto the camera. They've improved it as well. So we get a triple 48 megapixel camera fusion technology stuff going on the back here, which basically means you get loads of different focal range that you can shoot at. So we got 0.5 for ultra wide, we got 1x, 2x, we can shoot 4x, we can even shoot up to 8x now, which looks absolutely fantastic. But what does that actually mean though? I haven't taken this out and about in London. The shots are fantastic. Stabilization is really good as well. You get loads of sharp details. That 8x is very good. When it comes to portrait shots, that helps as well because you get really nice blurry backgrounds and you can even use this and edit it afterwards. And you can even use this for your passport photos, you know, like legal documents, all that kind of stuff. That's how sharp it is. Landscape photography, videography, it does a lot of good stuff. What they've introduced now is that ProRes RAW support, which works well with your Blackmagic and also Final Cut Pro. And also you get a new feature that allows you to stitch multiple iPhone 17 Pro Max together the way they demoed in the keynote, so you can get those like freeze frame. But that's pretty much it for the iPhone 17 Pro Max, using it for the last 72 hours or so since launch. I think overall, I'm loving it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this color because I was contemplating whether I should go back or go to the deep blue version, which looks really cool. I wish they introduced a black version as well, which would have been nice, but here we are. We have the bright orange version in cosmic orange here. That looks not too bad. It looks better in person, I promise. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them there as well. If there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know as well. But make sure to check out the comparison video between this and the S25 Ultra as well. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.